All right, here we go. Part two. I hope I will not talk that much because 40 minutes I turned into 1 hour. Part one will be up soon.
And that's up. Or I don't say like, no, man, like live your perfect life, bro. Like you gotta only look out for you, right? Like, like a career
What?
understanding of why I asked. Because here you are saying, oh, it's like it's up because I'm choosing streaming over like someone that I love. And then I don't say like, yeah, man, that's up. Or I don't say like, no, man, like live your perfect life, bro. Like you gotta only look out for you, right? Like, like a career like, you don't know, like
Mm,
and instead I asked like, do you want that to change?
damn.
It,
Right? Because
that
we could have gone either way.
that's not that deep, bro.
So
Yeah.
what's your understanding of, and I know it's kind of weird that I'm asking you that, but like what do you think? Like, it's kind of weird, right?
Yeah. It is kind of weird. I think. I think that's. I don't know. That it just. I guess that thought of me like choosing streaming over someone that I love. I don't know if I made the right choice. I feel like I did, but I don't know, and I guess I'll never
Yeah.
know.
Sure.
Oh,
No,
my
yeah.
bad,
So
my bad.
so I think that that's kind of weird. So I think there are a couple of things that like I'm just gonna go ahead and lay out for a second. So the first is that how old are you, Jason?
20.
Okay.
Yeah. So like I'm young. So like even my
Yeah.
dad was like, "Yo, you don't need to focus on a girl right now. Like, you got your whole life to meet new people."
And
But the thing is, everybody, well, not everybody, but a lot of people are seeking for a relationship, because they just want somebody to love, they just want somebody to talk to talk with, have somebody to talk with about vulnerable stuff and stuff like that, which well, Jason said that he don't have anybody really to talk about that kind of stuff. That's why he got a therapist. But he really should. And, you know, people try to do that through having a relationship and yeah, because they feel lonely and stuff like that. But these are the things you really should not work on yourself, but understand yourself. That way it is way easier to see like relationships are really not that big of a deal. Um, yeah, like you don't really need a relationship for real. Like if you really understand life, you can be happy on your own. That should be the goal. You should be in a right place with a good mindset, with the right mindset, and then you can start a relationship. But then I'm telling you right now, it is even more difficult to get in a relationship because you see like everything, like what a relationship is about and stuff like that. You see it clearly, what I do, and it's taking a lot of time. They want attention and stuff like that. And if they don't get the attention, then they could cheat. Also, a lot of stuff today nowadays, that you have to be really careful about. Um, Relationships are, ending way, way faster nowadays. It is really superficial. It's about looks and stuff like that always. And then it's about personality and stuff like that. But can you really go deep with the person, Because I am not eating meat. That's a big thing. Like if I would ever have a girlfriend, she can't eat meat. I can't see it, that she will eat meat. Only one meat like that is like a line I came up with. But yeah, anyways, okay, let's go. My bad, my bad.
What was it like to hear your dad say that?
That kind of like pushed me to, start the process of breaking up. But now it's like I'm I don't feel like I can
Oh,
create a new real relationship because, I feel like I had a good year of content and I like blew up. So now it's like, will I find that relationship again?
Oh,
You know what I mean?
now this is getting scary, Jason.
Yeah.
Right? Because it's like, okay, so you made that choice. It wasn't the wrong choice, but do you have to pay the price of that choice?
Damn.
Like now that, like, because now,
do you
it's
have
like
the do you have to my bad. Do you have to pay the price for that choice? Yes, you do. You know, like you chose streaming and stuff like that. You pay the price by breaking up with a person that you love, and you kind of deal with it now, grieving and stuff like that. Sometimes think about it. Of course, like he's paying the price.
the cost of your relationship before, you weren't as big as you were now.
Mm-hmm.
So now the career, like, it's like worth more. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So now, like, sacrificing, it's funny. It's kind of like when I tried to become a monk. They're like, it ain't worth giving up, bro.
Damn.
Go and build something. And then it becomes giving up, bro.
Damn.
Bro, like it's not like you give up, because if you build something, it's always connected most of the times with the ego. The ego has the goals. This is your personality. The personality that you are right now, that is your ego. All right. So the ego have goals. Say, maybe build something, then you feel better and stuff like that. Chase money, chase clout, chase fame, whatever it is, escaping. It's another form of escape, bro. Come
Go and
on.
build something. And then it becomes a challenge.
Mm.
And so what I'm actually getting from you is like fear, dude. That like if what happens if you fall in love now, because now it's like giving up your career, making sacrifices for your career is it's such a bigger sacrifice. And if you couldn't do it then, like, and then on the flip side, it's like, what if now, and I know you're gonna know kind of what I'm talking about. I hope you do, right? Because like now it's also different because that person knew you when you were Jason, and now everybody that knows you as Jason the Ween.
Nah. One of my friends said that same thing.
Right? And it
Yeah.
gets scary because like, are you going to be able to find someone like that? Was that like, does love happen only once in your life? Like,
Yeah,
are you are
that's
you
I had those thoughts. And now it's like you talking about sacrificing. Now I feel like I sacrifice a lot streaming every day.
Like, okay, first of all, what is love? You know what I mean? Do you really just find it in relationships? Or can you also find it in yourself? That you basically are love, you know? And if you are love, then people get drawn to you because you have this aura. You know what I mean? Like you have this aura of love and stuff like that. Um, which I'm going to be honest, I don't show that love everybody. You know what I mean? Like I can talk with people normally and stuff like that. I can talk with strangers also. Like I talked with a grandpa. He was like "Oh my God, look at this big fish." And I'm like, "Wow, where is that big fish in the pond, you know?" Um, and then he told me a little bit about the fish, uh, what kind of fish it is, and stuff like that. Like a old, like a grandpa, you know. And I felt like, oh, okay, he just wants to talk with somebody, and that's just how you even show love, you know, like just talking with somebody you don't even know and having a conversation, you know, like a casual conversation a little bit, not too deep, of course. And also a blind person. He wanted to buy something, buy food, but the restaurant was not open yet, and he didn't get it because he can't see. So I told him that restaurant is closed. My little brother and I, helped him over like the streets and stuff like that, talked with him a little bit, like this is how you can show love, you know. And then it's not like you seeking for love, you know, like the desire to have desire, just desire, you know, desire to have to have a relationship, to have money, this and that. Like this is coming from desire, and this desire is an ego thing, you know. So if you get rid of the ego, you get rid of the desires.
I feel like one of the most important things I'm sacrificing is family time. Like in the back of my mind, I'm like, yo, my parents are old, older than usual than most parents that are my age.
Hmm.
So my dad and my mom are like in the 60s. My dad
Okay.
like late 60s.
All right. My dad is 66 and my mom is like mid 50, so mid 50, mid 60, late 60, could say mid 50. They are getting old too, you know, and the fear of losing your parents, you know, and the only the thought of it, like you can cry a river, you know, like because for a lot of people, you know, not all, of course, parents are really, really important and they love their parents. Of course, there are some exceptions where parents abuse their kids and stuff like that, which I understand where they don't love their parents. You know what I mean? Because all they got from them is basically abuse. So yeah, I see that
But it's
also.
like, damn, I want to spend time with my family because you can't take them for granted because you never know when they're gonna be gone. But I also want to stream, so it's like, and I don't want to grow, and it's like, how 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 do I like,
I don't want to grow. Okay, okay.
I'm with you, man. I'm with you. So now I think for some reason there's a leaf blower outside my window. So
that's okay.
give me. Um, so I think so. First of all, Jason, I think I'm glad you're sharing this with me. I feel super excited about this conversation.
Yeah, hey,
So I'm not. I know things seem. I'm not going to say unsolvable, but I know that there is. I'm sensing in you the fear that they could be unsolvable. That there's no way to like walk this path, right? Like, because like you're a smart guy, like like you're pretty good, you can get a lot of done,
mm-hmm.
but like this is kind of big stuff, right? So I can tell you have a lot of faith in yourself, but does that faith translate over into like these big questions? That's kind of what I'm getting from you. Does that?
Yeah,
Yeah. So
that's
I feel great about it because I think this is why I stream, because I think there are ways to get through this. And I think there are a couple of fundamentals that we don't teach people about themselves, that once you understand these fundamentals, then like life becomes way easier to navigate.
mm,
Yes, yes,
And
yes,
these
yes,
can be fundamentals from spirituality, they can be fundamentals from like clinical psychiatric practice, they can be fundamentals of psychology, neuroscience. Like
okay.
and my basic deal is that once you understand how you work, life becomes way easier. 1 second. Hello? Hello? Hello?
It's true
Is my
though.
pork?
No, I don't know what's going on. Hello? I think it's maybe people. It's someone from stream is messaging me, but let me see what's going on.
Okay.
Okay. Anyway, we'll see if it comes up again. I think it's probably related to the leaf blower, but does that make sense?
Yeah, that makes sense.
So we're just gonna try to like help you and everyone who's watching just understand like with these conflicts, right? Because like, am I a bad person? Right. And so like this is what I'm getting from you is conflict. So on the one hand, you're like, I should spend more time with my parents, but on the other hand, like things are kind of picking up, right? And like momentum, right? So like once the momentum kicks in,
Yeah, I can't.
you know that the momentum doesn't always last forever.
Yeah.
And so you kind of got to strike while the iron is hot. What's the price you're paying for doing that?
Mm-hmm.
Is that kind of like what we're talking about here?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, cool. So let's start with this. Like, so what? I mean, tell me a little bit about your parents.
Wait a minute. Doing the stream and then sacrificing things. I think, bro, for me, the most important thing, it will always be mental health, the mental. So I don't care what you want to talk about, it is happening also in your mental. So you can talk about anything, basically, it is happening in your mind. So that's what we have to look at, not just one specific like stream, sacrificing things. No, everything.
Um,
What growing up was like for you?
Obviously, I'm an only child. Um,
Okay.
Why,
my
obviously,
parents
obviously.
are immigrants from Vietnam,
Okay.
and they escaped the Vietnam War.
Hey, sorry.
Hey, my parents too, but they are from Laos. So we like the Laos and Vietnam are neighbors. And the Vietnam War came to Laos to the US, bombarded. That's how you call it, bombarded Laos quite a lot, and it's the most bombarded country in the world,
Sorry, 1 second.
Laos.
Hello.
And we never get like compensation. Well, the Lao people, never got compensation. Only a visit from Barack Obama. That's it. Crazy. I know. I know. It's crazy, bro.
Oh, his stream can't hear him. Okay. Hey, he's what? Okay. I got a message that people on my stream it's fine, but on your stream people are having trouble hearing you.
Hearing me?
Yes.
Wait, Chad, am I good? I'm low. Okay, I'll move my mic closer. All right, how's that? Better? Better? Better?
You're muted.
Better?
Fine from my perspective. I mean, you sound louder to me for sure. But
Yeah, my chat saying better.
okay, cool. I'm gonna move this a little bit. Let's just do it. All right. So you were saying you're an only child?
Yeah, only child.
Boy.
Wait, only child. My parents um escaped the Vietnam War, went to America, started a life here. My dad sacrificed a lot. My mom sacrificed a lot. Cause I think my dad was always telling me that if he stayed in Vietnam, he could have been like super rich because he had like businesses out there. But he moved there because he wanted to start a family with my mom and with me. So he kind of put everything onto me. And sometimes I would feel like I would need to be like I need to be successful due to all my parents' sacrifices. And
Okay.
and obviously
Yeah, like this is what I hate, man. Like about parents, like of course they only want the best, but they don't know what the best is most of the times for even their own children. Like they want to have not a hard life that like how they had it, like working a lot, working for the children and stuff like that, and you know get good education, then you don't have to work that much like we did, stuff like that. But the thing what you do is putting pressure on the kids, on your own children, and not just parents, family members, it can be friends, it can be anybody, putting pressure to do society, basically putting pressure on you, like you should finish school, you should study, you should finish studying, you only have like 3 exams left. That's me talking, that's me. I only had like 3, 4, 5 exams left. Yeah, 3, 4, 5 exams left, but I didn't do it because I'm like, no, I'm not getting pressured on from anybody, um anymore. And it's not like, yeah, it's like going a whole different direction than most people think is good. Like people think have a job is good, have a lot of money is good. It solves a lot of problems, money, I know. But if you are mentally not stable, then it's still like, was it worth it? You sacrifice so much of your mental health to reach that goal. Is it worth it? If you first fix your mental health and then you chase something, but you don't really have to chase something because you already know, like, I don't even need anything and I can be happy. You know, for me, I have a mission actually to help as many people as I can. That is my priority, like really my top priority, because I don't want anybody to, but everybody will probably go almost like the same things I did, like have breakdowns, have suicidal thoughts, depressions, anxiety, a lot of stuff, a lot of mental stuff, of course. And I don't want anybody to ever experience it, like a lot of grief, but certain things we all experience as human beings. It is natural. But then it's like, do you learn? Do you learn now or not? Like, do you keep on getting hurt because somebody is cursing you out? You know what I mean? It's just words at the end of the day. You can be angry and stuff like that, but is it really worth the energy? Like sometimes the situation is not worth it. You can leave it, you can change it, or you can like maybe stop it, confront it. This is basically your choice, like what you want to do. But if you really see it clearly, it's not like having a choice, but you have already the answer what to do, basically.
Asian parents wanting me become somewhere in the health field or engineer.
Yeah.
So I would be good at school.
Really?
Asian parents, all my Asians know that.
Yeah, surprisingly. Okay.
Not that surprising.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. I would make A's. I played instruments.
Which ones?
Which one? Oh my lord, bro. Like, at that point, it's just entertainment for him. Like, he probably did it so often, it's like, let me entertain myself a little bit. Like, which instrument did you play? Like in which subjects did you had an A, and in which subjects did you just had a B? And what is your like, I don't know how you call it in English, how is your score at the end? Like, do you have like 90 or however you measure it in the US? Oh my God, bro. Like, what is this therapist, bro? Like, oh my Lord.
I played violin in middle school, and then I had
Piano.
nah, actually no piano, no piano.
It's
But
either violin or piano, one of the
yeah,
two.
yeah,
Oh,
yeah. I played violin for like a couple
You try to uplift it, but you are not targeting like what is really important, bro. Like, therapist, like you can learn something.
years, and then I tried trombone for a year.
oh wow. Okay,
I played trombone. I played trombone, but
cool.
yeah. So I was good in school, played instruments. Then high school came. I was doing
I
good as
was not in
well.
school. I was not good in
And then
school.
COVID happened. I think that's when I just fell off in school. Like I just got demotivated, and I started doing TikToks, and that was like the start of everything. Was me making dumb TikToks, getting a dopamine rush of views in my head, and was like, "Yo, I gotta keep going. I gotta keep going."
What was it like to make TikToks?
What was it like to make TikToks, bro? He just told you basically the answer. Like, he's making TikToks and he's getting a dopamine rush from it, through the numbers of viewers he gets. The more viewers, the better the dopamine rush. That's what it's like. He got a dopamine rush. You know what I mean? Like, he felt the adrenaline. Like, what was it like? Think a little bit, maybe.
I had a phase of making cringe
Bro,
TikToks.
like, 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 is that really real? Like, is he really a therapist, bro? But then if I look back and look at my therapist, I'm like, yeah, they definitely are like that. Like, they are just normal human beings, got educated for a job, but they still like are pretty superficial.
Just to entertain people. And
Sure.
to me, it was like, yo, cringe equals views. So I made TikToks. I got some accounts to like, I got an account to like 1 million followers. Then I was like, yo, COVID's still happening. So let me start streaming. Start a stream, and the rest is kind of history. But obviously, at the start, my parents were like very go to school, focus on school, prioritize school.
How do they feel about it now?
Oh, now they're a lot more, way more chill, way more chill because they come
He's asking the question, but he already know. Like, come on, bro. Like, this you I should, sh like this you should know. Like, come on, bro. Like,
back after my subathon. I did a subathon with
bro.
FaZe,
Like,
and I bought them. I
this
bought
is this is also why I don't like to talk with some people sometimes, because like these stupid questions, bro. Like, these unnecessary questions. Like, get to the point. Get deep with it. What are these superficial questions, bro? Like, this is not spiritual at all, to be honest. Like, this is maybe therapist material, but not spiritual. Nah, hell nah, hell nah,
three of my family members, my mom,
hell
my
nah.
dad, my aunt, some cars.
What?
And I bought three of my family members, my mom, my dad, my aunt, some cars. So, so
How do you feel about that?
amazing. That's an amazing feeling. I'm gonna be honest. Like one of the best feelings of my life.
Okay.
Hmm.
Bro, I'm done, bro. I can't do this anymore. Like, first of all, it's something materialistic, all right? Money is materialistic, the cars are materialistic, um, which gives off like parents are materialistic. If parents are materialistic, most of the times kids tend to become also materialistic, you know? Like, but it is just materialistic. It's just something in the outside world. It's maybe a nice gesture, you know. But is it really important? No, no, it's not. It's just money. It's just cars. You know what I mean? Like this is not the most important. The most important is mental health, bro. Come on, bro.
I'm wondering if you have any other feelings about that.
Um,
Oh,
no, I've
yo,
Okay.
bro.
yeah, yeah. I
Nah,
just feel
he's
like
killing me,
really good
bro.
about it.
He's killing
Okay.
me. He's killing me, bro.
And
Like,
so you were saying that. Oh, by the way,
what are you
were you
talking
funny as
about, bro?
a in school?
Oh, how
Were
was
you
I in
funny
school?
as in school? Were you funny in
Honestly,
school?
in middle school,
Were you funny in school? Like, really? That's the question you came up with as a therapist, bro? Like, really? Jason, do you listen to that? Like, do you listen to these questions that he's asking you? Like, what is going on, bro? What the helly?
they used to call me Chino because I was surrounded
Wow.
by a lot of Mexicans. So
Okay.
there's not a lot of Asians
Ah, yeah,
in my school, so I'd have
minority,
to, you
minority.
know,
We were also like minority, you know, like Asians, like three, four Asians in school. That's
I
it.
guess adapt or learn new
Okay.
cultures.
Shout out to Face Adapt.
So that was also a struggle, like finding my identity, and you know, sometimes I would be scared to speak.
Your identity will always change. You know, your biological identity might not change, but your identity that you pick up, basically personality, will always change because you always pick something up from your environment. That's what you should see, you know, like the personality God created through you, maybe even through parents a little bit, you know, like they gave you a name, you have an age, and then they teach you stuff, you know, but yeah, ultimately you created your own personality because you pick up the things you want and you say that even if you don't want, sometimes you pick it up still, you know, bad or good things. And that's basically you, but it's not the real you.
Vietnamese on the phone because sometimes I would be scared to speak Vietnamese on the phone because some kids I knew they would make fun of me. You know what I mean? Things like
Yeah.
that. But I don't think it really like was that bad. You know, it was just something
Sure.
I
Yeah.
went through.
Yeah. So one of the things I think is really interesting is like how manageable sometimes racism is.
Yeah.
So like and like and certainly like there are many places, there are many situations in which it can be incredibly damaging. But one of the things that I'm always shocked by is how not damaging it is to like a lot of people.
Yeah.
Like how we kind of just end up okay, and it's kind of like in the past, and it doesn't. How not damaging it is to like a lot of people.
Yeah.
Like how situations in which
And Jason is like, yeah, 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 yeah. You're the number one
it can be
therapist. You're the number one therapist. You should be right with that. Yeah.
incredibly damaging. But one of the things that I'm always shocked by, there are many situations in which it can be incredibly damaging. But one of the things that I'm always shocked by is how not damaging it is to like a lot of people.
Yeah.
Like how we kind of just end up okay, and it's kind of like in the past, and it doesn't really bother us too much.
Yeah, I'm good. But like
Yeah.
but in middle school I'd be
Racism is the real thing. Yeah. Well, we created the real thing, but yeah, we basically, because it should have never been a thing because we are one race, the human race. You know what I mean? It shouldn't be like the Asian race, the African race, the white race, whatever it is, you know? Like there shouldn't be separate races. There is one race. the human race and that's it. But to say that like it is we end up okay, bro, people get traumatized through uh racism. Like people end their life through racism. And he's like, yeah, but I'm shocked that most of the times it's not damaging. Like, where are the facts? Like what you know what I mean? Like, who is saying who would openly admit that, you know, racism hurt me? Like who would admit it like just like that? Like, where did you get the facts from? You know what I mean? Like, it hurts. Racism, it hurts. Like, I went through racism, but it was like normal. So it's like I just kind of dealt with that, but subconsciously it was bad. You know what I mean? Like, I got called the N word, for example. I'm like a little bit like light skin, you could say. Um, and yeah, you in Germany, that's already black enough, to call you the N-word basically. And that's where but that's how I never called anybody, really anybody, the N-word, because it's like, why would I cast somebody out like that if I didn't like it myself, you know? Um, yeah, that's what I learned, but yeah, it can be traumatizing. It can end up really bad, and I don't know, bro. Like, bruh.
Like self-conscious,
Yeah.
like, and I sometimes want to be like self-conscious.
Wait,
Really bother us too much.
Yeah, I'm good, but like,
Yeah.
but in middle school I'd be like self-conscious,
Yeah.
like, and I'd sometimes want to be like, I guess not want to be a different race, but like try like dress. I dress a certain way. I do my hair a certain way. Things like that.
Yeah. So it sounds like you
bro, it's so hard to listen to the therapist, man. All
weren't
right.
like particularly like funny as a middle schooler or like, and it sounds like you weren't like particularly like funny as a middle schooler or like, and then COVID hit in high school. So you weren't like a class clown or anything.
Um, I had a small group of friends. I wasn't really class clown. Nah, I was kind of to myself.
Okay. And you mentioned that
All right, now tell me, why is it so important if he is a class clown or not? Like, tell me, why is it that important, bro? Like this, you told with the racism, that's in the past. You asked questions, guess what? Which are in the past, bro. Like,
your dad had like left behind
get to the things that he is dealing as of right now. You know what I mean? Everything else, it doesn't matter. It's in the past, and he can deal with it alone after you guide him through what he could do to solve all that which lies in the past, right? Like, therapists really don't like therapists. I saw a video about therapists, like really old therapists, where they are like a little bit more honest, I would say. And every therapist that the interviewer asked like 10 different therapists, and they all said the same. He asked, did you cure any of your customers? And all said, no, no, I didn't. That's the truth. You don't heal anybody. Everybody heals themselves, and the content you learn through therapists, you can't help the person that much. You can help them piece by piece, piece by piece. So they always come back and back and back because there is another problem, another specific problem. You just have to not go piece by piece, get the full picture, get the full picture. And most of the people, someday they won't come back. They won't because they learned so much through themselves that they can solve these problems on their own. And that's how it should be, bro. That's how it should be, man. But hey, okay, let's
A
see,
lot of
let's see.
stuff to come
Maybe
here.
maybe
Yeah,
he
Were
will
you
say it.
born there or born here?
born here.
Okay.
Uh,
Why does it matter? Why? Tell me why, please.
And
Please.
you mentioned that like there was some amount of like pressure that you were feeling.
yeah, another one of
Can
my
you
pressures.
tell me a little? Yeah.
Like my
Can you tell me about the pressures? I just said why he got pressured and why is it, hey man, like I don't think they have like a real clue. You know what I mean?
I
Like
told you my parents, like I would always
like this
see
is
my parents
insane,
compared to
bro.
other kids my age parents, and I'd be like,
Wait,
damn. See my parents compared to other kids my age parents, and I'd be like, damn, my parents are older. So I'd be like, yo, I gotta make money fast somehow, because I want to like bless them and see them happy, maybe retire them before they pass. So I have this mindset of like, yo, I gotta get money. So
Jason is a good kid, man. Jason is a really good kid, a really young man. You know, I don't want to insult anybody. He really is a good young man, man. Like I saw a little bit, and I think he can turn bad, but I think, like everybody is a good like not person, a good human being at heart, like really. But some people's heart, they darken so much that it looks like they are like they don't know anything anymore, you know? Like some people do turn completely dark, it feels like, and it's harder to get rid out of this, but it is worth helping these people the most because those are the ones that are like the most endangered. I feel like, you know, like I feel like my heart was really dark, you know, like I wasn't even really functioning really as a human being. It felt like, you know, I had these emotional problems, you know, like I couldn't really show my emotion. That's really normal, sadly, with the Asians kids and so on. But uh yeah, let's keep it going.
I'm like doing on the internet. Um, I'm hitting methods. Uh,
What does that mean?
so there's this one thing, okay, allegedly, on this website called Honey, I think, where I would redeem an email and I would get like free $10 credits.
Okay.
So I would get an IP spoofer, I think it's called, or thing like that, and I just loop it, and I got like
Okay.
banned on Venmo. So I would just do find dumb on the internet to try and make money. All right.
Okay.
And why didn't I get a job, you ask? My parents didn't want me to get a job because they wanted me to fully be focused on school. So I just find ways to make money on the internet. Like I did
Okay.
NFTs at one point in my life.
Cool.
Yeah.
You belong in the streaming world.
NFTs, amen. Okay, that's another topic. I will say it someday, but that's another topic. Crypto is another topic.
Then.
Yeah.
But I did it
I mean,
too.
I would never promote one, but if I promote one, that's how you know it's over for me.
Okay. Well, we'll see. So, Jason, I'm a little curious. So you said that you felt a lot of pressure to make money. Sounds like you wanted to be a good son.
Yeah, but my parents were like, just focus on school.
A lot of Asian kids, well, a lot of kids, I would say, just want to be a good kid to their parents because they look up to their parents, you know, they don't want to like do anything bad, most of them. But if you are too strict, well, guess what? They turn out bad, so don't be too strict with the children too.
Like they were
Also, don't be too loose. It's really difficult nowadays. Always it should be. But it is like your responsibility as parents to not pressure your children. Let them do the things that they love. Um, they shouldn't worry about their parents. I think I think like that too. Like my dad is 66, my mom is 55, I think. Um, they also don't have long to live. We never know when we die, anybody. So I also want, okay, my mom is already retired, but my dad is not, and he has a new family and stuff like that. And um, well, I of course I try like to make money for family again. Like, but this is not the highest priority. This is like just a side quest. Like this is the side product, basically, of me helping people. Like this is really my priority. My priority is helping people. And then through views, followers, subscriptions, and stuff like that, I get the money, and then I give it to like family members and stuff like that. I don't have to live like a lavish lifestyle. Yeah, a lavish lifestyle, luxurious lifestyle. That's not me anymore. I was really looking at my clothes, how my hair is looking, my looks in general, because that's what I got taught from my mom most of the times, because I live with my mom mainly. So that's where I took priority in the looks, stuff like that, not that much into character. Now it's like looks are not important. Like I don't care if I shaved my own head, hair, and I was bald, bro, and I basically streamed still. So, or not streamed, but made video. So I don't really care anymore, like how I look and stuff like that, or whatever. Um, all right.
focused on my future. Yeah, but my parents were like just focused on school. Like they were focused on my future. They didn't really care about you know how I felt about trying to make money quick. They're like, it's bad. I used to flip PS5s, but I would have to meet them in person. And my parents were like, no, don't do that. Like, you never know what they could do, type of thing. Which I get it.
Strict parents. Like I'm telling you, Vietnamese parents are really, really strict, man. Like I hope he didn't got like slapped or something, like physical abuse, Hopefully not.
You got
Um,
some
you never know what they could do, type of thing. Which I get it.
you
Um,
got some hustle to you, man.
I used to buy shoes. I used to buy. I was a scalper. Okay, people hated me.
Yeah, cool. I mean, not cool that they hated you, but
Yeah.
and tell me, so how did you? So you mentioned something about like your dad kind of like was had sacrificed quite a bit. Like, how did you come to understand that? Do you like any conversations or kind of particular
I'm sorry, but I look at chat, bro, and I like, all right,
moments come to
El
mind?
Scalpa, like.
Um,
I hate people like you, El Scalpa, bro. He is in the middle of therapy session, and nah, hell nah. Like these kids, bro, like they have no chill at all, bro.
Had sacrificed quite a bit. Like, how did you come to understand that? Do you like any conversations or kind of particular moments come to mind?
my dad understanding like streaming.
No. So like
Oh,
you like
My
so
bad.
I'm getting the sense of you of like the clock is kind of ticking.
Mm-hmm.
I'm also getting the sense that your parents like sacrificed and you're like an only child. So it's
Oh,
kind of like,
yeah.
you get one shot, right? And so kind of like it has to count. Like everything's on your shoulders.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, as a only child also, like you don't even had a sibling, bro? Like that could really be really tough, you know what I mean? Like, damn, bro.
Yeah. Sorry, I was not listening, but um, I never really had that conversation with him. That's just kind of my mindset. I never told him like,
Okay.
"Oh, I gotta do this quick because y'all are old." I never told him that. Y'all are old. My mindset. I never told him like,
Okay.
"Oh, I gotta do this quick because y'all are old." I never told him that. I kind of just did it.
Have you ever thought about telling them that? There's that
No.
smile.
I feel like I want to tell my parents a lot of things, but
Yeah.
I feel sometimes I feel like that there'd be no point because my parents. I feel like my parents are stubborn, and there's no way of changing their mind. Like if I told them, "Yo, I gotta make money quick because y'all are old, and I want to see y'all, retired before y'all die." Like I think there's no point in saying that because they'll just be like, "Focus on your future. Don't worry about us," type of thing.
Okay. You you want to talk about that today?
To my parents,
Yeah, like in how to have like understanding what's going on there. Like we can.
yeah.
Okay. So let's just think about it. Okay. So a couple things. So you said that when you feel emotions, what do, Jason?
I kind of just let them pass. I don't really tell anyone.
Okay, cool. So you kind of like,
Bottle it up.
Me too, bro.
okay, bottle it up.
Well,
But
back
that's
in my
like
days,
how I was raised.
Great. So you're doing my work for me. So you bottle them up, right? You go back to streaming. You smile like the first thing, like you showed up, and before, hi, my name is Jason. By the way, I'm gonna smile when we talk about serious. Just FYI, right? So you know this about yourself,
Yeah, I do.
and then you say you learned it from your parents.
Yeah.
So let's think about that for a second.
And I know it's bad.
When
wait, what did he learn from?
or hi, my name is Jason. By the for me. So
Bottle it up.
okay, bottle it.
Kind of just let them pass. I don't really tell anyone.
Okay, cool. So you kind of like,
Bottle it up.
okay, bottle it up.
But that's like how I was raised.
Great. So you're doing my work for me. So
That's that is the thing, bro. Like you're doing my work for me. Yeah. Like everybody can, like everybody can do your job, bro. Like it's not that crazy. Okay, not everybody, but because you need to have at least a little bit of a mental health, a little bit to like get all these informations from disturbing information from customers, and kind of deal with that too. But hey, man,
so you bottle them up, right? You go back to stream.
like everybody can do your job basically, almost everybody. Like y- y- your job shouldn't even exist. That is the thing. Like your job doesn't even have to exist really. Like don't need to exist. Like questioning, analyzing, giving the result. Hell
You
nah, bro.
smile like the first thing, like you showed up, and before, hi, my name is Jason. By the way, I'm gonna smile when we talk about serious. Just FYI, right? So you know this about yourself,
Yeah, I do.
and then you say you learned it from your parents.
Yeah.
So let's think about that for a second.
And I know it's bad.
When what what's bad?
Like I know I should be more open to talking about my problems to people because like people say, "Oh, bottling your emotions is bad," like things like that. But
Bruh.
oh, emotions is bad, like things like that. But
Bruh.
oh,
Why did he roll his eyes?
Bottling your emotions is bad. Let's just understand this, okay, buddy?
okay.
Bottling your emotions is bad for other people. They're not you. They don't have your
Ah,
parents. Like,
you're
what the
right.
fuck?
That's true.
Like, bottling your emotions is the way you get through the day. It's the way that you're like, it's kind of like I,
Bro, in what world am I living? Like sometimes I really ask myself that, like in what kind of world are we living? Where he's saying, where he is like rolling his eyes and saying, bottling up, emotions are not that bad. And the chat goes, because these are kids, they don't know better. Bro, bro, bottling up emotions is never a good thing. Never. Because someday it can explode, you know? The bottle can someday explode because there are way too many emotions. Then you can rage. Then you can do crazy, stupid stuff. So, bottling up emotions is never good. Never, ever, ever. The emotions you have, you can observe, and then it goes away just like a cloud. All right, bro. Like, bro,
you know what I mean?
there's no
Emotions
way.
is the way you get through the day.
That's true.
Yeah.
Oh. Things like that. But
Bruh.
Look at,
your
bro.
emotions is bad, like things like that. But
Bruh.
oh,
Bottling your emotions is bad. Let's just understand this, okay, buddy?
okay.
Bottling your emotions is bad for other people. They're not you. They
Ah,
don't.
This goes for all human beings, I don't care who you are, I don't care what status you have. This goes for every human being. Bottling up your emotions is never good. And him saying that on stream is like saying the sky is red because he should be a therapist. He, like, he saying that it's like you are not number one therapist. You are like number 6,756 therapist. Like you are the number, yeah, like you are way lower, like super low. Like I can't even see you really. Like this low you are as a therapist. I'm sorry, but that is crazy diabolical work, bro. Like there is no way. Like there's just no way, bro. Like ain't no way, boy. Ain't no way, boy.
Have your
ah,
parents. Like,
you're
what the
right.
fuck?
That's true.
Like, bottling your emotions is the way you get through the day. It's the way that you're like, it's kind of like, uh, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I know what you mean. It's different.
So it is
It's not.
bad,
It's not.
but also let's like acknowledge for a moment that more than 50% of the population on the planet today bottles their emotions.
So, yeah, that should be normal, like this is normal stuff, like just deal with it someday. I have the facts, 50, like 50%, bottling, no, not 50%, it's way more. I'm telling you straight up, it's way more. There are not many people that are just not bottling up their emotions. I'm telling you straight up, like that is the numbers doesn't add up, and this is just me thinking, bro. This is just me thinking as a human being. All right, but we cut it here. Part two is done.